My name is Kevin Halcrow. I was the key architect in a series of unnatural investigations into law-defining research, the Pandora experiments. Now, tasked by the mysterious phantasms, myself and a small group of like-minded individuals are tracking down the results of these experiments and reversing them. We are trying to save reality. You're serious. Everything is set. The destination is programmed in. He's almost fully uploaded.
The new programs to be shut down immediately. We managed to establish contact. The Coalition no longer have need for this program, or him.
Why?
The Coalition feels a conflict with Europa would only result in death and destruction. It'll be a war no one's gonna win.
The Coalition is wrong. See you've recovered. Have a seat, Jacob.
Well, my memory is being planted soon.
They're uploading now. Your objectives are to follow. Is there anything I can get you in the meantime?
Flapjacks.
Excellent. You're starting to think like a human. I'll be back in a short while.
Nam is rushing for helpers. heard it before. 4 years ago in Orkney, Samuel Brooks and I were investigating a lighthouse in the Brocken Burst, and we discovered a signal being received at the lighthouse saying, "Help us, help us."
Brooks never spoke of that. Where was the signal sent from?
It originated from Europa, Jupiter's moon.
Europa, huh? So what, 500 million kilometres from Earth?
Closer to 700 million. The signal took 60 years to get to Earth.
And now the car radio is picking it up. Did you actually manage to get it fixed?
No, not yet. Well, there was a second message sent to Inverness in a warehouse. I got Zero to look up the database, and that warehouse is owned by the Coalition.
So the Russians didn't make it to the moon in the late 50s, but got as far as Jupiter instead. Talk about one giant leap for mankind.
The second message translated as something like, "If we don't receive word back within 8 days, we'll start bombing in cities." Whoever those Russians were, they were declaring war on Earth. You know more than you're saying, don't you?
Yeah. Samuel Brooks. He worked for the Coalition in 2014 when the ultimatum was received. He planned to send an assassin to Europa to stop the war before it had even begun.
Yeah, but sending an astronaut would take years.
Yeah. Brooks created an AI capable of travelling the vast distance. A free-thinking, fully functional, self-regenerating humanoid that capable of humour and friendship, but also incredibly intelligent, and with the ability to fight and defend itself.
And what happened to this AI?
Well, the project was disbanded just before completion, and then there was a terrible accident and the warehouse facility was destroyed in a fire. The assassination AI was believed to have been destroyed as well, but then it resurfaced in Orkney. Memory had been completely wiped, was stacking shelves for a living.
Wait.
A joint automated communication observer bot, or Jacob for short. Right, so I had a look at your car. It's definitely not the Interocitor. Listen, if you can create hydro engines using spare parts from a German U-boat in the bottom of the Atlantic at crush depth, if you can't fix your Corsa, I'm pretty sure it's fucked. What's on your mind?
Do you remember that frequency you used to travel back in time to the Aberdeen Blitz in 1943?
No. Completely slipped my mind. Why are you asking?
Using the same theory, I want to travel along the frequency used by the Russian message.
To Europa?
No, that's too far. Zero managed to work out that the frequency was generated somewhere far more local, northern Russia, in 1959.
Travelling along a frequency bridge is incredibly painful, so brace yourself.
Got it. Okay, Zero, activate the frequency bridge and begin transmat. Halcro, can you hear me?
Yeah, just. You're very faint though. Did it work?
I think so. Certainly a lot colder. Right, I'm going to see if I can find higher ground. I've come across some kind of industrial facility. There doesn't appear to be anybody about. And they look like fuel lines leading into the mountain through to that space rocket.
The Soviet space program was incredibly secretive. No one really knows its true extent. No, but there's no way in 1959 did they construct a rocket that could take them to Europa. That's just nuts.
1.
Why, what's wrong? Activate the frequency bridge. Zero, bring him home.
Rocket just took off. I want to be on board. Zero, can you pinpoint the location of the command module just outside Earth's orbit?
Confirmed.
I want to be on board.
You don't do things by small steps, do you?
Okay, Zero, activate the frequency bridge.
Well, did it work?
Yeah, I'm on board the rocket. Some charts here. Destination the moon. It's a gamble. The rocket looks as if it's been stripped bare. All the cosmonauts looks to have been drugged.
That's a ballsy move. Piloting a space rocket ain't like dusting crops. One wrong calculation, you'll overshoot and end up in the middle of the sun.
Head cosmonaut was a man called Vasily Sorbakov.
What, you recognise the name?
Yes. It's a name I've not heard since. Halcro, there was a Pandora experiment that we conducted in Orkney, codenamed Styx. Have zero access in the database.
Zero. Display information on Pandora experiment titled Styx. Transfer it to my PDA.
Information displayed.
Okay, so the experiment was about life after death. Samuel Brooks effectively killed you and then brought you back to life and measured the psychological and the medical effects. During your flatline period, you said something about being on board a boat. Mistaken for passenger Vasily Sorbakov.
Computer?
State query.
How would I find out which cabin I'm staying in?
State your name.
Michael Denton.
There is no one on this boat of that name.
Might be booked under the name Samuel Brooks.
There is no one on this boat of that name.
Passenger number 802701.
Passenger number 802 is allocated to Vasily Sorbakov.
Is that the only reference?
Appears so.
Ah. There's the window here. So beautiful. What is that? It's over here.
Denton, what is that? I can't hear you. Denton?
Well, of course. you're Vasily Sorbakov.
Zero, activate the frequency bridge. Bring Denton back. Whoever they were that destroyed the frequency bridge, there's no way back. I'm sorry. Listen, I had a look in your fridge and you've not got any good food, so I'm gonna nip into town and get a kebab.
Halcro, it was me. It looked just like me. Another one of my strange incarnations. Unexplained. A Russian cosmonaut.
So, that ship you saw, the one that knocked the rocket off course and eventually got it to end up on Europa, did you recognise it?
Sort of.
So, a kebab or the healthy option?
I'll just thought of one more thing.
Only one?
If Jacob was never sent to Europa, then why did the Russians never attack Earth? The ultimatum's well past. What happened to them? I saw the falling stars. I saw them destroy Europa. They destroyed the whole planet.
Who's them?
Halcro. The healthy option.
One munchy box coming right up.
Sądzienie, j'en ai la forme avec vanilla.
So why did you phone me? Why did you want to arrange to meet up?
Hacked into police records. All we know is that he was killed and he had some device. Borderline Pandora experiments, potentially something that you'd be interested in.
nothing in this. Just let it go.
There were reports of him claiming he was being stalked. He kept talking about this magician, proper magician.
John Henry Anderson was a Scottish professional magician in the 1800s.
Didn't Houdini come to Aberdeen, go to his grave and...
Yeah, he died on the same day Houdini was born. So perhaps the guy I saw is the spiritual reincarnation of John Henry Anderson.
No. Closer to 700 million. The signal took 60 years to get back to Earth. No, not to get back to Earth, to get to Earth.
Get into action.
Closer to 7 million.
Yep.
YouTube.
Not to you.
No, not yet.
No, not yet.
No, not yet. I'm not really. The second signal sounded.
So the Russians didn't make it to the moon in the late 50s,
Dragon.
but got to one of Jupiter's moons instead. That's one hell of a leap for giant man fuck kind.